Hello, everybody. This is Johnny TV. We are live, and it is 4:57. I went ahead and went on a little bit early. How's everybody doing today? Cheryl Detelio, Ace's Mama, Little Willow, Donkey Dick, Dana, Carol H, Little Willow, Barbara Buffalo, Texas Granny, Teresa Leadmaster. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. How are you doing? And I'm glad everybody's here today. And we're only going to be on here until 6, about 6 o'clock, 6:30, because Mr. X is coming on at 9:30 Eastern. He's got something to tell us. And Mark, how you doing, Mark? Barbara Buffalo, Jesse Roth. Hello, Jesse Roth. How is everybody? And we're live here, and I'm just happy that everybody's here. And hello, everyone in chat. I'll be right back. I'm listening while I take a shower. Oh, Cheryl Detello's taking a shower. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Shannon. How are you? Did you see the raw footage of Charlie Kirk? OMG, it was brutal. No, I didn't see this. I didn't see the raw footage of Charlie Clark. Sugar Plum.
Have you watched my video yet?
Sugar Plum PZ wants to know if you watched his video yet.
The whole video.
Ronnie with the voice, how are you doing?
Did you? She ain't never gonna watch it.
Give her time to answer. If there's anybody that wants to come on the panel, you're more than welcome to. You're more than welcome to. The link is pinned. And I'd like to see some new people come up here on the panel to say hi to me. And just to have things flow it easy. Oh, make sure you hit the like button, guys. We got 31 people in here. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you very much. No, PZ, I haven't forgot. Rome, Utah. We own cuckoos from there. Sugar, I would have a hard time. Good to see everybody. God, man, it's so happy to see everybody. Hey, Paul, will you turn the TV down for me, please? They can hear it. Turn the TV down, Paul. Oh, my God. Wino, how are you, Wino? How's everything with you, Wino? Good to see you. Yeah, Wino, like Wino says, we're all showering with you, Cheryl. I'm just happy to see everybody, guys. I've been away for a while, and I know it's kind of drastic that I miss all you guys also. I'm just getting a lot of things ready for my surgery, and a lot of things ready for everything, like with my teeth being fixed and my stomach being fixed. Hello, Barbara Buffalo. How are you, sweetheart? Donkey Dick. How you doing, buddy? Angel Gotti, PZ. Angel says, hello, Johnny and PZ and everyone. Hello, Angel Gotti. How are you, Angel Gotti? Good to see you here in my chat, Angel Gotti. How's your gums healing? They're healing good, Dana. They're healing really good. They're healing really good. Dana, I like your picture, Dana. Yeah, it's very amusing, very attractive too. So we are here live on Johnny TV show. Me and Petey. Petey's my avatar, and we're having fun. Hopefully, Shark Kidder will come up. Hopefully, Shark Kidder's not busy, and he'll come up. He's my co-host, and you're welcome. You're welcome, Dana. Hit the button if you don't want to wet the bed last night. Yeah. Here, let me share something with you about that Charlie character. Let me see if I can find him. See if we can find. Oh, right here. OMG. I like this guy. He talks a lot about it a lot. Here, let me get him up. Hold on, motherfucker.
To upload the video, about Charlie Kirk getting shot and stuff like that. And when it happened, they say he was in stable
Joanne Smith, how are
condition.
you?
He had a pulse and stuff. But right when I was just going to upload the video, President Trump just made a post, and I'm gonna show y'all right now. So you can see right here, he said, "Rest in
Ace's
peace,
mama.
Charlie Kirk. The great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me, and now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you." Like, this is just freaking sad, man. I mean, this just breaks my freaking heart. This is so wrong. This is so freaking wrong. But like I said, I definitely had to bring y'all this right before I finna go to upload. This is what President Trump put out, because everybody was just waiting to see, what was going to be said. Was he going to make it, or whatever the case may be? And this is what President Trump just posted. Make sure y'all put prayers for Charlie Kirk in the comment section. All right, y'all, we are back with another video. I got some breaking news that Charlie Kirk has just got shot, and they said it seemed like he just got shot in the neck by a lunatic freaking leftist while he was at a university. I'm so sick of this crap that is coming from the left. All they do is tell lies, and you got people, the lunatic people that believe everything CNN, MSNBC, ABC. They believe all this stuff that these people be saying about Charlie Kirk, be saying about President Trump, be saying about JD Vance. This stuff right here has to freaking stop. Now, we don't know the update of how Charlie Kirk is doing right now. We know he was just rushed to the hospital. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this. And like I said, I'm not going to show the clip of him getting shot because the clip is all over Twitter. I don't want to show it. They said it seemed like he got shot from 200 yards away, not like what I think they said like an hour ago. And man, this stuff right here is just sad. But I will keep y'all up to date, as more information come out on Charlie Kirk. So let's go ahead and get into this right here. So you can see right here by Eric Dauder, he said, breaking after Charlie Kirk was shot, Elon Musk declares the left is the party of murder. That's all they is. And you can see right here, say Justine Charlie Kirk was just shot from nearly 200 yards away, a single shot to the neck.
I want to bring in now, this is actually, let's start with this new statement from Utah Valley University. We had a speaker, Charlie Kirk, invited by a student group, Turning Point USA, speaking on campus today at noon. At about 12:20, shots were fired from a building about 200 yards from the speaker. Now, this is new. According to the best of our knowledge, the individual was hit and was taken away immediately by his security personnel. That individual, of course, is Charlie Kirk. Campus is closed for the rest of the day, and our campus police have a suspect in custody. So that is new information. 200 from a building, 200 yards from the shooter is the newest information from the university. And obviously,
this is just sad, man. The guy up on another building shooting Charlie Kirk, who was invited there to talk to the people, and this is what happened. This is what the left does. This is what they promote. They promote violence. And we'll get to what President Trump said in just a few minutes. And right here, say breaking, White House Situation Room and Marco Rubio are monitoring the shooting of Charlie Kirk and are in touch with state officials. It's great to know that the White House is taking such a heinous political act of violence seriously.
A White House official, I'm told the Situation Room and the National Security Advisor, Marco Rubio, who's also serving as Secretary of State, are both actively engaged. They're monitoring the situation and they are in contact with state officials. So you've got the Situation Room here and Rubio.
If y'all see anything on my screen that's blurred out, that's because I don't want to show Charlie Kirk getting shot or anything like that. I'm not going to show that. So if you see anything blurred out, that's the reason why.
Looking actively into what is going on, receiving updates, and I've also inquired anything they know about the suspect or his condition. I haven't heard anything on that yet, but I did go up to Upper Press immediately when this news broke to see if anything was coming out on this, and I was told that it had just happened, and everyone was in the Oval Office. I was told we'd have a...
I just read your tweet to the audience. Are you hearing that from people who are in a position to know that Charlie...
I am.
That he's alive and that he's in critical?
I am. Spoke to somebody in a position who knows, who said he has a pulse. So that's good news. Good news. I have to tell you, Nate, my daughter was at the tent. She's 19 years old.
Oh, God.
And she's on her way home now. This is
Wow. And here go MSNBC already saying some dumb stuff. Breaking, MSNBC suggests the person who shot Charlie Kirk was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration or something. What? So you saying this person was a supporter? A supporter is not going to shoot their gun directly at Charlie Kirk. A supporter is not going to do that. These people say anything, man. They just say anything.
In which a shooting like this happens.
Yeah, and again, I emphasize what you just emphasized. We don't know any full details of this. That we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration, or so we have. Oh
my God, we don't know if this was a supporter shooting their gun off in celebration. MSNBC need to be taken off air immediately. Like that's just some of the dumbest stuff, the dumbest stuff to say. Say Charlie Kirk celebrated his son's first birthday earlier this year, and this is his family right here. Beautiful family, man. And say just then, Gavin Newsom caused the shooting of Charlie.
Everybody, this guy's called Derail, D-A-R-E-A-L. I don't know how to get his channel link or something like that. But hey, Barbara Buffalo, if you're out there, can you get this guy's link and put it in the chat room for me? I really would appreciate it. Yeah, Little Willow, here's the guys. Okay, thank you guys. Daryl's dog. Yeah, there you guys go. Thank you. You're welcome, Little Willow. All right, here you go. I'm going to push play again.
Charlie Kirk, disgusting, vile, reprehensible in the United States of America. We must reject political violence in every form. But this is what these Democrats promote, violence. And you already got a dummy over there on MSNBC talking about it was a supporter shooting his gun up in celebration. So he going to shoot his gun towards a crowd of people. Man, come on, man. This is just insane. And like from right here, you can see people just, running and stuff like that, breaking. Said that called it divisive and polarizing after he was shot. This is perhaps the most disgusting response to a political act of violence I've seen on cable TV. This is crazy. Like MSNBC, they say some of the dumbest stuff, bro. Look at this. MSNBC anchor calls Charlie Kirk divisive and polarizing after he was shot in the neck. And now they talking crap about the man. Charlie Kirk was about speech and ideals, not violence. This is unconscionable. He didn't deserve this. Of course, he did not deserve this. And you can see right here from President Trump said we must all pray for Charlie Kirk. And you see right here, we must all pray for Charlie Kirk, who has been shot, a great guy from top to bottom. God bless him. And like I said, this is the video right here. They're going to show him getting shot and falling out of the chair. I'm not showing that, man. Breaking update. Charlie Kirk has been shot in what appears to be the neck at Utah Valley University. The video is horrific to watch. Charlie's condition is unknown, but he's one of the bravest fighters I know. Pray hard for Charlie. Man. This is just sad. The man going out speaking at a Utah Valley University, man, and something, you got an idiot. I'm telling you, this is just freaking sad, man. My God. You see, it's a Trump war room, so they pretty much say, pray for Charlie Kirk. Because like I said, we don't know, like I said, we don't know his condition or anything yet. And he said, I've seen a lot in my 2 years of being a creator, but what I just saw with Charlie Kirk has changed me forever. We have to pray for a miracle and work together. Let's see what he said.
But I just can't believe this. I can't believe it, man. We fight so much on this app. We fight so much on this internet over just frivolous things that's so unimportant. And there are people out here trying to kill us. And we still try to kill each other.
That's, man.
They just shot this man in front of the whole world. I can't even look at the camera, bro, because I'm going to get too emotional about this, bro. But we just got to stick together, man. That man is an American hero. If they can do that to him, they can do that to anyone. And they will. This is one of the most significant assassination attempts since MLK. This man changed America in ways that he never gets the credit for. I mean, we can credit us even having Gen Z, millennials, and any generation after completely to Charlie Kirk. Thanks to him. This man is an American hero.
He is.
And a God-fearing man. And we all might have some distant differences, but it's time to let them go. It's time to let our differences go. Because I regret for the last things that we say about each other, not be a positivity, love, and motivating each other to be good, motivating each other to stay safe. But to play into drama, to play into beef, just for clicks, it ain't worth it, man. This is real life. This internet stuff, it ain't worth it. I'm praying for this man. I don't even know why I'm making this video. I'm just...
You must all pray for Charlie Kirk. Prayers for Charlie Kirk, man.
I feel so defeated.
Hey, Paul.
I'm just praying. I mean, I love all of y'all.
Guess what Ace's mama
We
said?
just got to stick together.
She said, Johnny, you and PZ
We
should
have
go
to stick
get
together.
some
Pray for that man.
footage of the
family. We
shipping
gotta be there for
containers.
him. We got to let...
We definitely got to do that, man. Pray for Charlie Kirk. And this is the clown right here that they saying that did it. So it's a breaking. This is reportedly the man who shot Charlie Kirk on a Utah campus. Police have arrested him. Pray for Charlie Kirk with everything else.
That's right, domain sign.
And you could tell he up here breathing hard. He know he just did something. I hope they found that gun too. Look how hard this man is breathing.
That's right, domain sign.
Shoot me! Shoot me! Was that you? We don't know if it's him or not.
About Charlie Kirk. The communications director of Turning Point USA has asked our team to give a moment of silence and prayer And so we are going to do that right now. We're going to pause and offer our prayer. We hope you join along. However, and to whomever you pray, I hope in this moment that you can pray for Charlie Kirk.
This is crazy. And like I said, this is what Kamala Harris, MSNBC, all the Democrats, this is what they constantly promote. This is what they constantly promote every single day. And you already got them saying some stupid stuff about Charlie Kirk. And we don't even know the man's condition right now. We don't even know his condition. So like I said, please put prayers for Charlie Kirk in the comment section. And they say, breaking FBI Director Kash Patel says FBI agents are headed to the scene of the Charlie Kirk shooting at Utah Valley University. He said, we are closely monitoring reports of the tragic shooting involving Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. Our thoughts are with Charlie, his loved ones, and everyone affected. Agents will be on the scene quickly, and the FBI stands in full support of the ongoing response and investigation. He said, every American should be absolutely furious right now. Charlie Kirk has never once encouraged violence against any political group, and he was just shot in an event in Utah. Never advocated for anything except peace and absolute outrage. There are no words. Pray for Charlie. Yes, please put prayers for Charlie, Charlie Kirk in the comment section, man. We got to keep him in prayers. And like I said, I'm gonna try my best to keep y'all updated, and wait for more information to come out. Video shows after Charlie Kirk was shot in an event in Utah. So it's just all over the timeline, and
Thank you, Little Willow, for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you, Indiana 59, for the $2 super sticker. And guys, this is very sad, and he did not deserve this at all. He was so young, and justice for Charlie. Yeah, Barbara Buffalo, you got it right. You nailed it right on the head. So let's get back right into it, guys.
everybody talking about, man, and it's just sad that something like this had to happen. Dear Father in heaven, Charlie Kirk is a wonderful father and amazing husband. Please save him. This is insane, man. I'm scrolling past the other stuff because I don't want y'all to see him getting shot. So I don't want to show that. Terrence K. Williams said, my heart is hurting for Charlie Kirk. I'm in tears right now. He didn't deserve to be shot. This is beyond devastating. Please pray for him and his family. This is beyond devastating. I can't believe this. My God, man. But like I said, though, we'll end it right there. And like I said earlier, I'll let y'all know, keep y'all updated with more information. Hopefully Charlie Kirk is doing fine and stuff like that. But like I said, at this point, nobody knows an update. So I'm going to make sure I be looking out for that so I can let y'all know how Charlie Kirk is doing. But like I said, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Yeah, guys, make sure you sub up to this guy too, okay? Oh, hold on. Here's another one.
Out of your thoughts beyond just horror. So instead, I mean, Charlie was such a force of nature. He was brilliant and he was funny, but what scared people was his persuasiveness. The only way to take him down, because he could persuade you so strongly, was to kill him. And the shock and despair that we are feeling, and I mean we as in shared by everyone at home and around this table and in this building, it's a testament to the impact of Charlie's friendship and his bravery and his character. And it's so deep a wound that we all feel. It's because it feels like he's one of us. He's part of us because he was such genuinely a patriot and a
Yeah, guys, I really care for this guy, and I really hope whoever did this to him gets the maximum punishment for his family's sake. There's nobody in the world that deserves to get shot the way this guy got shot. We are all in this together. We just got to. It just seems very sketchy. He was not shot right after a question about the school shot shootings. Yeah, Doggy Dick, you're right. And it's just. Hi, Wide Earp. How you doing, Wide Earp? DJ Shark Hitter, how you doing? Yeah, it's just really sad that this guy got shot today. And I mean, everybody's saying what they're saying. So I'm not going to repeat what everybody else is saying. I'm just saying this guy was brutally murdered in front of daylight of hundreds of people, maybe thousands of people. I don't know how many people were there at that event, but I tell you, it's very sad. And nobody deserves. Thank you, Eric Murphy. How you doing? It's terrible. And this could have been Donald Trump. There's a picture of that. But thank God it was not none of our leaders that got shot today. And we pray for Charlie Clerk. We pray for Charlie Clerk and much more. It's very, very dramatic. Sure to tell you, I like that. Sometimes I stay in the bushes. My opinion sounds like a professional sniper. One shot right in the jugular vein, 200 feet away. Sounds suspicious to me. Yes. Yeah, you're right about that, Donkey Dick. Yep. It was so sad. Yeah. But thank you, Indiana, for the $2 super sticker. Thank you, Little Willow, for the $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are awesome. Let me play the song for you guys real quick. Hold on. Where is that? Oh, Shirley coming in with $10 super sticker. Let me get that for you. Let me get the song for you again. Thank you guys so much for the donations that you've given. That means a lot to me. Thank you very much. And you guys are rocking and rolling. Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, yeah, I do got a song for everybody I want to play. Hold on. Let me get it. Oh, fuck, what is hurt?
swing to action immediately. Fight to protect your assets and help you get the best deal possible. And instead of get a letter like this, here's a plan for over 25,000 and resolve it for 16 of them. Would you like a letter like this? Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau and they get results. Having resolved over $1 billion in tax debt.
Well, I can't find it right now. I was just checking to see if you got it. Yeah, Indiana, not the time. It's not the time. Okay, another time. Okay, Indiana 59. It gives me time. It gives me enough time to look for it too. Indiana 59. Look for it too, so I can find it, and then I can play it next time. He had security standing to the side, but otherwise was pretty out of center stage in that tent. Yeah. Yeah. Nice doggy pick, Donkey Dick. Nice dog pick. That's nice. Yeah, everybody. So we're just having fun. We're over here fellowshipping with everybody. Mr. X comes on at 9:30 Eastern tonight. So that'll be 6:30 our time coming on, California time. And I heard the student say after he was hit, a group of kids cheered. Mr. X, hey, what's up, buddy? You want to come up? How are you, Mr. X? Yeah, everybody, thumbs up. Everybody, please hit the thumbs up, everybody. Please hit the thumbs up. I just got in. Let me eat first and then in a bit. Okay, Mr. X. Good. How you doing? I'm doing good, Mr. X. Thank you for asking. We just got done watching Charlie Clark got shot. I didn't have any idea who Charlie Clark is. I mean. I got to go to the bathroom real quick, guys. So hold on. Let me do this for you guys. Let me do this for you guys. All right, guys, I'm back. I'm back, guys. Nope, he took off fast for it to be salty. Mr. Is it salty pancakes? They haven't caught him? No, they haven't caught the shooter yet. They got somebody in suspect right now. Yeah, they got somebody. I try not to listen to political news. How you doing, Carol H? How you doing, babe? According to Fox, the shooter is still at large. That's what I was reading too, Mr. X, that the shooter is still at large. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, Mr. X. Carol H said hi, PZ. Yep, I am live, and that's where we stand with that. Let me see. Let's see. Edit mic settings. Can you guys hear me? Give me a 1 in the chat room if you can hear me, please. If you can't hear me, give me a 2. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Dana says, according to the FBI, they caught him. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. That means the world to me that you guys can still hear me. I didn't know if my mic got turned down or whatever. But thank you guys very much. Jesse Roth, you little stink bug. Yes, they have a person interested in custody. Yep. We got, you know how I love this, guys, how we're all communicating with one another and we're all talking real peaceful in here tonight. It's very smoothing and very refreshing to hear all of us talk amongst one another. The chat room is beautiful tonight. I love it. Barbara Buffalo, you're doing a hell of a job on the chat tonight. And Carol H, I try as well, but I do not keep up with the family of political members from bottom up born addict, LOL. Hey, listen up, guys. I have a members only show coming up very soon, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So if nobody's a member, please become a member. Think about becoming a member today, and so you can get in the membership. So you guys can be a member, and I would love to everybody to come in, become a member, so you guys don't miss the members only show. I'm gonna have a membership show only, and it's gonna be a good one. And I'm a little smart ass, LOL. Yes, you are, Jesse Roth. Yeah, so we're going to have a members only show, and it's going to be something very interesting. And I don't know what it's going to be about yet, but I'm getting all my heads together. And yes, Barbara Buffalo, they said that 4 minutes ago on Fox. There was, here, let me put this on the big screen. There was an elderly old man in his crowd who they had detained, then found out he was not involved and released him. The last I heard, they have a personal interest in custody. The first guy was not involved. Thank you, Barbara Buffalo. Yeah, so we're all here listening to what we got to listen to. And let me see if I can find any more about Charlie Clerk. See if I can find any more about Charlie Clerk. Another YouTuber or something.
That is until I saw this. Let me just first say condolences to Charlie Kirk, his family, his wife, his small children. There are no words to witness something like that, to see your father, your husband, your loved one taken out in that way. I will not be showing that video in case any of you guys were thinking that. No. We won't be doing that over here. So I'm sorry. I'm just a little shaken up by it. I wasn't a huge fan of Charlie Kirk. I knew of his work. I feel like because he's like younger than me, I wasn't really into Turning Point. I've seen him do some really good debates, and what he was doing today, his last words that he said during the event today, I'm going to get to those, but I wanted to get to this. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think ever since my mother died, things like this just really, really, really hit a point in me. I was so shaken up just seeing that and just everything that happened. So I'm sorry if it's a bit of a rambling mess. Like I told you guys, I'm not feeling the best today. And I was actually kind of feeling down and bad and just thought I was just having a bad day. Like I said, though, when you see something that happens like this to someone else, it's like all of your problems. You just say to yourself, you know what? I thought I was having a bad day. But I wasn't. I literally want to cry. I don't even know why. I never knew Charlie. I didn't follow his stuff like that. It's just the loss of life, and to know what he was doing, the difference he was trying to make. And I think I was shocked by it, but I wanted you to just look at the beginning of his last video. I think this is what made me cry the most. This isn't his last video. He had one right after this. 9 hours ago today, he had a video. I think from the event. I got to double check, but we'll look. So let me get my gears. Let's just play so I can stop,
Folks, we're in a spiritual battle. Right now, all across the globe, our Christian brothers and sisters are being targeted because they stand firm in their faith in Jesus Christ. God's word calls us to remember them. We've got to stand with those heroes of the faith. In the powerful book, When Faith is Forbidden, Todd Nettleton and the Voice of the Martyrs bring you 40 gripping true stories of believers who said yes to Christ, even when it costs them everything, freedom, family, and even their lives. As a special gift to my listeners, you can get a free copy. Just head on over to vom.org/Charlie or click on the link below. Okay, everybody, welcome back. Email us, freedom@charliekirk.com, here at the bitcoin.com studio, and subscribe to the Charlie Kirk Show podcast page. That is the Charlie Kirk Show podcast page. Just a reminder, tomorrow we'll be on campus at Utah Valley University. It is the American Comeback Tour. We have thousands and thousands of tickets that have already been facilitated. And I think you guys should check it out right now, AmericanComebackTour.com. That is AmericanComebackTour.com. See, Blake is such a Packers fan. He said, what should we talk about? Oh, talk about the Bears. I'm not talking about the Bears, okay? You see, I even put in my group chat. I said, the Bears are winning by 14 points. This is a very strange thing. I don't know how to handle it. Oh, but don't worry. I got back down to what I was used to awfully quickly, which is a tragic, embarrassing loss on national television. The Bears are who we thought they were. The whole thing is messed up. I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, we'll be back on campus tomorrow at AmericanComebackTour.com. That is AmericanComebackTour.com. The Bears put on a masterclass, one of the worst coach games in the history of football. It was so bad. They challenge.
So it was the beginning, the Voice of the Martyrs, Voice of the Martyr, that talked about Christians being killed all around the world, and seeing that, and then seeing the title of this video, talk about the NFL's back just in time to ruin my week. He posted this yesterday, and he did not even make it to the end of this week. You know, you're just living life, thinking you're building, thinking you're growing, thinking you're doing something, thinking some things that are ruining your week, your life. Like I said, I thought my day was ruined. And of course, he's been facetious here. But to know that he was shot and then he's advertising. This was the beginning of his tour. This was the first date of his tour. His tour just started. Where he's going to these campuses, talking to liberals, challenging them, debate, healthy debate. But instead of being able to have healthy debate, no, someone decided, I must take out the person. I must take out the debater because I have nothing. I can't challenge him. This is where we're at. And then while he was sitting there, if you guys have seen the video, they were talking about mass shootings. The last thing I think he said was it was like, does that include, do you know how many mass shootings were this year? And he said, does that include gang violence? Put the mic down and then you see it.
That's the 15th. And then on the 16th, I see the nutrition.
So for me, you know, isn't it ironic that at that moment he is talking about mass shootings, talking about gun violence, and then he's shot. So the very people who want to take away guns, who hate his position on guns, but yet they use a gun to kill. It's not guns that are the problem. It's the people pulling the trigger. Lunatics. I mean, by all accounts, this was an assassination. Usually that's reserved for like political leaders, royalty, those types of things. But he was assassinated. This was assassinated. So the idea that this shooter thought that this would stop something or change something, or somehow MAGA or the right will be defeated by this. Like, no. You just lit a fuse, a fire. In fact, there were becoming different fragments of MAGA, of the right. People, you know, there was some splintering a little bit because of, you know, some people believe this, some people believe that. People aren't focused on the same issue. There had been a little bit of splintering, but I'm telling you now, this right here united the right. And I even think it will bring over some progressives, the left. And I'm not saying, I'm only bringing up politics. I'm not trying to politicize his death, but literally he's a political figure. Literally, we found out that Charlie Kirk died from President Trump. So it is political. It is war. They tried to take out Trump last year, right? They tried to take him out last year. They couldn't get to Trump.
Thank you, Queen.
So now they're not even just trying to assassinate actual politicians. No, if you are a right wing or conservative person and you don't agree with the left, well, this is their solution, just to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't care.
Let me stop this, Mr. X.
This is what
So,
yeah, that was.
Go ahead. Tonight I'm doing a show in about 45 minutes, Mr. X News Network, and we'll talk about this Charlie Kirk thing a little bit more. And I don't know if you could show it here on YouTube, but I will show it if people want to see it. I have all 3 camera angles that have been released. Probably most of you have already seen the Charlie Kirk thing, but just for the purposes of documentation and discussing it, I will discuss it tonight, including Jim, reaching out to Eric Foss, and our little jaunt last night on Angel Gotti's show. So that'll be on there. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. I mean, it's kind of a pop-up thing that we're just doing. I'm not even sure how much Jim's going to be there. He might be there like half of it. It might be there at the beginning, half. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, the thing is that this whole thing, this Charlie Kirk thing, this is really sad. This is, and both you and I live in a liberal state and a liberal city. I don't see anybody around here celebrating this or liking this. Now, granted, I live in a rich area, but I don't think I don't see anybody cheering this in this area. That this is bad. This is real bad. It's bad for that guy's a kid. He's 31. I mean, I always look at it like if they're a kid, this guy wouldn't even have been in high school or in school at all when I was a senior. You know what I mean? Like if I was a senior in high school, he wouldn't even have been. Well, I'm what, 46 and he's 31, so I'm 15 years older than him. Like he'd have been like in diapers, essentially. It's just a young man that, is what he is politically, but it's sad. I don't like it. Anyway, Cheryl, what's up? How are we supposed to support Jim Terry on Angels? We'll talk about Angels tonight on the OTT. Angels behind the paywall. I don't think Jim's going to be on Angel Gotti's show tonight. I'm certainly not. I kind of had my fill of it last night. Don't have a problem with her. I just don't think I'm going to be over there. She's got a membership show, and I know Leanne's afraid to go against people. I'm not, and this isn't about Angel. I want to just talk about the Charlie Kirk thing more at length and be able to show the footage if we decide to. As I'll ask the group once we're in the chat if we decide to show, because we can do whatever we want on the OTT. And I have a feeling if you show that here, it gets struck down.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's the benefit of having that. But I really don't have a ton of other things to say except what's coming up in the show, and I don't want to blow my wad before I run out of things to talk about tonight. But maybe I'll even put the link out. We'll see what's up. But I can tell you this though, I went and got some El Pollo Loco today.
How was it?
It's good. I like it.
What'd you get?
I always get the Pollo Bowl with the drink. It's like $5 or $6. It's like the cheapest thing I think you can get like at a fast food place. And then you get the flour or corn tortillas, and then you have enough to get and there's enough left over to put some on some tortilla chips and maybe make some nachos later on. So
I
that's
did holiday. Hey, we got me and Paul goes to Popeyes, and the manager there told us don't ever forget the code 1776. We get a 2-piece chicken and a large drink and a side for how much? For $5.99.
Yeah, that's a good deal too.
And you pick the pieces too.
Popeye's a little bit less healthy, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's a sad day for our country. Yep, you're right, Miss Holiday. You're right. So anyway, Mr. X, what I was doing, I was sharing what happened on about Charlie Kirk with Daryl D Dog. Okay, he's a good YouTuber, and I follow him, and he came up on my feed as long as when my show was starting. So he was doing a pre-recording show. He did a pre-recording show while I was live, and I played it, and everybody loved him, and so they asked, and everybody in the chat room was asking for his link. So we put the link in the chat room, and some people went over there and subscribed to him.
Okay. I mean, I'm not familiar. There's a lot of these people that are, that one guy, the Change My Mind guy, what's it, a Crowder, and then the black lady, Candace Owens. I mean, there's a lot of, political figures on each side.
What do you think about Benny Johnson?
I don't know who that is.
He's another news anchor. Got rich off of Donald Trump really quick, and he's from Florida, and he got rich off of. Let's just say he got rich off of Donald Trump real quick.
The thing that I don't like is, when Ted Turner created CNN, and it's 24-hour news network, like the first of its kind. Ted Turner's got a book out there. The idea was the main character is the news. And what's changed here with CNN and Fox and, what is it, NSDNC or MSDNC and all these, now like all the anchors are, they're all like the stars, the Rachel Maddows, and, they're all the stars of the show, where it's like, that Gutfeld guy, I mean, it's just, he's annoying. I don't think that guy's funny at all. But a lot of these guys are very smug and annoying. Look at Bill Maher. So it goes both ways, but I don't know. It's just hard to wrap my head around how many weirdos are out there. But as far, I'm talking about like that are bad people that are willing to commit crimes like this. But yeah, there are so many people. Going back to the Ted Turner thing, the news is supposed to be at the forefront, not the anchors. Anderson Cooper running around like he's saving people, and then people start following these people. They get knocked off Fox News or Megyn Kelly. They get knocked off of CNN or whatever it might be. George Shloplodopoulos or whatever the fuck that guy's name is. And then they have like their own following, and then they start their own podcast. I don't know. I mean, it's like these people are like, they follow these different people, like somebody's a Philadelphia Eagles fan or something like that. Like it seems like it's bigger than football. It's very strange. That's why I've taken the route a long time ago that I've heard from George Carlin. I just sit back and commentate on it. I'm not on any side. I really have no vested interest in the outcome of it. I just kind of gave up on it. I mean, I want to see the United States do well. I want to see people do well. But as far as just one side or another, I don't give a shit anymore. And I haven't for a long time.
Texas Granny, how you doing, Texas Granny? Yeah, Mr. X, it was just, that it's really sad to see somebody get shot like that in the jugular.
Yeah.
I didn't see the video. I didn't see the video of him getting shot, but I have a pretty good idea of what it looks like. So I don't, because it grosses me out if I see something like that. And
my first reaction of it is like there's three different shots that I've seen, and I got them all. There's one that's from a distance, and he gets shot like it would be his left side of his neck, and he's got the mic, and he kind of slumps over to his left, and then it cuts out, and that's like from a real far distance. There's one that's real close, the most graphic one, straight on, and he gets shot in the neck, and then he, like, blood starts going everywhere. It kind of reminds me, I've seen some of these hockey players, the goalies. I've seen it happen twice in hockey, where somebody falls down and the blade of the other hockey player hits the jugular of the goalie, and then they bleed everywhere. I've seen that happen twice in hockey. It kind of reminded me of that. But this guy's neck looked like it exploded. Like a little portion of like a little bomb went off in his neck. And if they say sometimes these shooters, they know to do that because if they get the spine, it just kind of you're completely done. Or it can't move. Then there's a side angle, and that close front angle is the worst one. The side angle has the most footage of what he's saying beforehand. Then he gets shot, and I'm like, there's no way it's CGI because from both angles, the blood comes out the same way. Because I saw it right when it happened, and my first thought was somebody got a close thing and just added some, they have little blood visual effects. It's real easy to add in. But no, it's a real deal.
Yeah. So how you been doing, Mr. X? How was your day?
Good, just getting some stuff done, doing a lot of running around, working on some things. Been working on these Spanish subtitles dubbing for the movie. There's some guys out there who do AI dubbing. It's not very good. Maybe I'll show a bit of it tonight on the OTT. I don't want to show it here. But the other one is, sorry about that. And the other one was...
Hi, Raven.
Raven's here. A lot of people are here. There was a review that came out today.
Oh, yeah?
On the movie, yeah. Surprised it didn't come out 3 months ago, like when the movie released. You know how people are like, well, they'll only tell you when good things happen?
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you this isn't a very good review. It's like the first bad one. It's pretty bad. And like a lot of it's wrong. Like they just got things wrong. But I might share that tonight too, because I think it's kind of funny. And I'll go through, like from my point of view as like a filmmaker looking at a reviewer reviewing it. It's a big reviewer too. I mean, this guy is part of the Minnesota Film Review Society. He's part of the Rotten Tomatoes. He'd be like one of the legitimate reviewers on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't want to say the website. I'll share it tonight. But yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Yeah. I mean, I'm not expecting anybody to kiss my ass, but most people think, oh, it's an independent movie. It's lower budget, even though it's $500,000. I know what it is. Like nobody's expecting it to be Pirates of the Caribbean or anything, But like I've always said, there used to be a big billboard and not a billboard, but a big sign in the locker room when I played college basketball. And there were a lot of, interesting quotes. One of them was the man in the arena quote, if you've heard Tom Brady talk about that. But the other one was, a critic is a legless man who teaches running. And that's what I've always abided by. Let's see you make a film, motherfucker. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, so how did everything work out between you and Marzi, Mr. X?
I mean, I was planning on talking about that more tonight, but I mean, we had our conversation on Angel Gotti's show. I don't like how Angel Gotti removed me when Jim was getting into it with Leanne. Like I was like at the hip with Jim. I think that was bullshit. And that's why a lot of people left her show, because how I was treated. I mean, and I'm going to tell you guys on the OTT tonight, I hate to say this, but the round was chambered. And I came back up there, and if she would have had a different attitude, that would have gone a lot worse for her. And I'll show you more tonight what I mean. But I don't want to fight with anybody, and I certainly don't want to be knocked down. I want to be around people that I like and people who like me. I don't want anything to do with that woman in Cincinnati. I don't even want to say her name. I want nothing to do with her. Like Marzi, I said this on the show last night, like I at least enjoy being on a panel with her, even though I know she's a liar and a schemer and this and that, but there's something more pleasant about her. You know what I mean? She's got some. There's something that's maybe because she takes more of our shit, and she's like that older school teacher who kind of fight back with you that everybody knows. There's just something that's more fun about it. Just the lady in Cincinnati is just. I think she's an abused wife that is in a very has got daddy issues that tries to take it out on everybody else. I mean, frankly. A lot of these people, we got mostly women over here, they listen to us or they, watch us because they want to be entertained. They want to hear something funny. They want to hear somebody with an opinion. The reason Leanne's up there is because she's lonely and her husband wants nothing to do with her. That's what it is. And what I said, I 100% stand behind, that she wishes her son was as successful as I am. There's no question about that. But thank God I have the parents that I have, because my parents were smart enough to move out of that shithole in Ohio and move to Florida and open up my eyes about what's outside of that. See, the difference is Leanne's just moving out of Florida part-time of the year. She's going to Fort Myers and she's going to a trailer park. Thank God that happened to me at age 5, because there is this small, and there's nothing wrong with living in Ohio or living in Indiana or any of this kind of stuff, but there's definitely this, and I've seen this around the country. I've seen it even in New Orleans. There's definitely a small-minded. I'm born here. I'm raised here. I have my kids here. I die here, and then there's like, why would you want to make a movie? Why would you, like anything entrepreneurial or anything like, huh? And that's what I saw, not by everybody, but a lot of people in Ohio. In fact, I'm not going to say when, but I have an upcoming trip planned. And I'll be meeting up with some family members. And some of the people that are going to be there, like, hey, they want to, somebody wants to have dinner with you. And it's like a friend of a friend of a family, but I really don't know them. And I said, no. I said, well, they'll pay for dinner. I said, I really don't want to. And they go, why? I said, because then what do you do? Why do you do that? And these are people from Ohio. What, are you streaming? Haters are shooting each other? Why would you do something like that? Movies? Huh? You get a real job. It turns into that. I just don't feel like answering it anymore. It's like, well, I have like 5 jobs and all of them are making me money. I don't owe anybody money. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm certainly not looking anybody up, damaging anybody. So, sometimes I just don't feel like dealing with some of these people. So it goes back to that small town, small-minded mentality. And I think that at least from what I've seen, I've never been in New York, but I always say that. That's the one thing about California from the states that I've lived in, even comparatively to Florida, where there's just a lot of people out here that are young people and people our age too, that are just go-getters. I met a guy, I told the story before, that he's a guy who's creating some kind of clothes hanger. You know how you hang your clothes up in the closet with a hanger? He's reinventing the hanger. And I catch up with this guy every so often. I'm like, how are you, Rhea? This is what I'm doing. This. And it's like, there are people like that all over here. And I'm not saying that doesn't exist in other states. It does. It's just what I see in states like Oklahoma are people like Twin Mama. Like, that's more prevalent than the guy who's like, you know what? I'm going to work my way up in the film industry. I'm going to start my own business. Like, I think that there's nothing wrong with being a blue collar guy. And I've certainly have done blue collar jobs and white collar jobs in my life. But I just say it be this guy because everybody knows him. Like, I would never, ever in the rest of my life ever be in what I call a handcuffed job like Fumble Nuts is. Monkey, wake up at 7 a.m. and go here. Monkey, it's time for you to drive down. Or if you don't, what else are you going to do? Get in our company car, Monkey, and drive down here. And if you're good after a year, we'll give you 2 weeks of vacation, maybe. But not enough money to actually do anything. It's not like you're going to become a multimillionaire working at McDonald's or working at a chicken shit factory. You're just an employee. And I'm like, well, what if I create the chicken shit factory from scratch with sweat equity? Kind of like how Jim's dad did with a music store. That entrepreneurial way. I'm trying to figure out ways the next time I have a film come out, how to travel around the country with it. Which is not hard to do, but.
Make it a cult film. You hear me?
Eric Murphy says, X, that's an illegal alien job. Maybe so.
What? He said, PZ said make a cult film next time.
Well, I mean, what is a cult film?
One that people, do weird shit for.
People do weird shit for.
They make it a
Like John Waters? I mean, somebody would say a vampire movie. See, I always hear that cult hit or cult classic. Usually a cult film is a film that didn't do well at the box office, but did well elsewhere and had like a lot of popularity elsewhere. I'll give you a perfect example of a film that I don't know if it's a cult film, but I think that it fits into this. The Shawshank Redemption is perfect in that. It's did terrible at the box office. TNT started and they had the rights to that company. I can't remember who made the film. It played forever on television. Since nobody saw it in the theaters, people started watching it in sections on TV and be like, this is a great movie. And then it became like an all-time great. It's like one of the highest IMDb rated films ever.
I like Hairspray. I think that's a good one. I would have fun watching that.
I mean, the thing I do is like PZ is
hit like the Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. I mean,
either.
And people use a lot. So they say cult a lot when it's just an independent movie, and I don't know if that's really it. They call it a B movie. I don't know. I just look at it like this. I try to make something that I would be interested in seeing as like a fan and do it to the best of my ability. I'm not trying to screw anybody over. I don't owe anybody any money. This is what I have. This is the best I can do within, and I own it. Then then I have to deal with distributors or this or that. So, you hear people, talk about children's books or talk about movies or this or that. This is the best I had with my knowledge at that point. Same with the OTT. Look at the beginning of the OTT. And now look where it's at now. It's slicker. It's faster. You get better at doing it when you do a couple hundred of them, So, I mean, that all comes with experience. The only thing that I kind of feel bad about in this whole experience for me is the fact that I'm 46 and I've really never had any help. Like the way that I've helped Jim, like Jim's like, I don't do emails. I don't do any of that. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't know how to do that. And then I learn how to do it from scratch. I've never had anybody in filmmaking ever do that for me that wasn't an employee, ever. Like I've never had a mentor ever, not legitimate. Like I had some in college, but not like, hey, I'm going to walk you through this. Never. Like I just had to eventually learn it all. And when I learn it all, next thing you know, you wake up one day and you're 46. And if I had, I wish I kind of had a mentor that could have taught me that at age 20. It's not my parents' fault. They're not filmmakers. My parents did everything they could for me. And number one was just encouragement. Some people don't even have that. You think Fumblenut's parents encourage him to go out and do anything? So, I mean, that they gave me everything they could give me. But I always look at it like I always kind of joke about being Jewish. Like if I grew up in Los Angeles in like a Jewish society or in that network, I would just be inundated and around people who do this all the time. Attorneys, like we talked about on Angel Gotti's show the other night, attorneys, other filmmakers, and that rubs off on you.
Yeah.
What happens to me a lot is how can they make money off me instead of how can they make money with me? And we see that over and over again on the OTT. I mean, the only person that I think that is the only person that's only one person that's out there would be BJ. I mean, people have come and gone and been there for shorter periods of time. And there's been a lot of people, but BJ spent a full year on every single show. And granted, she was probably doing it as like a way for relaxation, get away from her situation, but she was making money with us. And then sometimes life moves on. She gets pregnant, her life moves on. That's okay. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Jeremy M. I mean, imagine Jeremy M. that if you like I give you another example. Jim's sister, who I'm close friends with, is a doctor. There's no doctors in the Terry family. Nobody could walk her through that. You know what I mean? Now, I know that she has a great uncle who was a doctor. He was a podiatrist, but he's long dead. It's not like he could help it all. Where some of these people have had generations of, maybe you want to get into law and, your dad's an attorney. And I'm not saying nepotism thing. I'm just saying it's easier when you've had somebody go through that world. But then I can understand how it could be tougher on other people, like Fumblenuts, where his parents are just losers. So how could he ever fathom how difficult it is to even get to where I'm at? You know what I mean? Eric Murphy says it's very much a club for us Jews. Yeah. I tell you what, Jeremy M says, you could be a mentor for upcoming people. If I had a kid, Jeremy M, I always love to talk about it, and I always say this, but then I actually do the opposite. Like, I tell anybody how to make a book. I tell anybody how the process of how I went through a movie, or, anything like that, or, OTT, here, Christine, here's how you do this, StreamYard, yada, yada. I'd be happy to do any of that. If I had a kid, I would have to see that they were earning it. I would have to see, like, I'm not going to help you get in SAG. You got to get in SAG. I could. Hell, I got my own dad eligible for SAG. So, but like, I would have to see the want. I would tell you the story about me being at a party one time, and it was when I first moved back from LA from New Orleans. It was in Beverly Hills. It was at some pool. It was a bunch of filmmakers. I got invited to it. And, you never know who you're going to network with there. You just meet people. Sometimes you get a card of somebody, you call them years later, whatever it might be, And I saw a lady sitting there with another lady, and she's like, yeah, I did acting for a while, and I booked a bunch of big stuff. My dad helped me, and it's just not for me. I just don't want to do it anymore. And I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I was pissed. Like, it made me want to leave. And I'm like, man, but maybe that's kind of part of it, though. It's like, since she has it, she doesn't necessarily want it. When you moved to LA, Johnny, how old were you?
Oh, I was 22.
Okay. And PZ was what, 19? You said
19, yeah.
And I was 26. And I came out here and I moved with a couple buddies from Florida, and I knew nobody. No, I didn't even know.
Either.
And you guys are a little bit older than me, and you were here younger than I was, so it would have been a different time frame. There was like Thomas Guide. You remember the Thomas Guide?
Mm-hmm.
Imagine trying to get around. And I know people who probably don't know what the fuck that is, but this is before like GPS, or when GPS like first started. Like, they would say, okay, there's a book. And it was called the Thomas Brothers Guide. It was kind of like this rectangular book. And you would get this book, and you'd be like, okay, Burbank is page 67, and 67G is this street. And so if you were going to go to set, they'd be like, okay, Thomas Brothers Guide, page 67, part G. And then you'd have to figure out how to get there, like via MapQuest or something.
Yeah, you know what I learned? The first thing I learned when I moved here was the freeway map of the city, of all of the county.
Well, you know what I did, PZ, is I went down to the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and you know how they have those like little drawings that you buy of like LA?
That's where I lived when I moved here.
I wonder if I could find what one looks like. But I purchased one of those, and kind of like what you said, is I just put it on my wall. It's kind of like a cartoon of what LA looks like.
Yeah, those are so cool. I still have one of those, I think.
I actually have one in the hallway here. And I would look at it and be like, okay, if I take this freeway, I can go this way. It doesn't have the side streets, but I can kind of figure out the freeways.
I learned what cities were off what freeways.
Right. And then when I started having issues with driving, then I really learned LA, because I drove everything side streets. So now I know it. Like, I know Vegas and LA like the back of my hand, because I drove everywhere side streets, never even went on the freeway.
When I came here, the pollution was so bad on the freeways that your eyes would burn in the traffic.
Oh, really?
Late 80s, yeah, before they got the air quality control here.
Hi, Rainbow Melon.
Hey, you guys. Hey, Mr. X. Hey, Johnny. I just
Hey,
want
what's
to come
up?
up here and say hi to Mr. X. And I thought he was awesome yesterday. He had me laughing a lot. and I thought Jim was on motherfucking point.
Yeah, I'm
For the
I'm
people
not.
that don't get it, you'll never get it. And that's
I
all
wish
I
you
wanted
would have
to
got
say,
an opportunity to
Mr. X.
speak over there yesterday. I know you came up and then they knocked everybody down. But what were you going to
Because
say?
I'm black. They knock me down because I'm black. They always get rid of the black person first. You guys always know this, right? I don't have an ounce of blood of Italian. So, you know, that's already a crossed out thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Maybe. I mean, they got rid of me too, so
I
maybe
got a
I'm
little
black as well.
white. I'm almost the same color as them. I mean, can we like put that in there? So, you know, it's okay. It is what it is. You guys judge on how you look at it. I've already done that.
Let me ask you this: aren't Sicilians, you know, like from the movie True Romance, aren't Sicilians black too?
I have no clue, Mr. X. I'm not over there. I'm only in Detroit, Michigan. I don't know anything about these other things and other people's places and things. You understand?
Well, let me tell you about
I
it
don't
real
have
quick.
time to understand it, to be
Well,
honest.
let me explain it if I don't mind. Let me mansplain it to you. There's a scene in the movie True Romance with Christopher Walken and Dennis Hopper. And they talk about Sicilians, how all the Italians used to have blonde hair and blue eyes. And then the Moors came up from Africa and started, you know, hooking up with the Sicilian women. And the blonde hair, blue eyes turned to dark hair and dark eyes. And that's why Sicilians look different. So then Dennis Hopper ends up calling the mob boss basically the N-word, right? Then they kill him because he realizes he's going to die anyway. So it's like kind of his last fuck you. So, I mean, that's kind of a famous story in that movie, but it's been proven. So, I mean, Sicilians are partially black.
Okay. Well, you know, it's been said there was an Adam and Eve, and we all came from somewhere, right? Two people made a bunch of babies and they carried on, right? Supposedly, if you listen to the Bible. So, you know, I don't know. I don't care. So it is what it is. But I just want to come up here and say hi to you, Mr. X and Johnny and everybody in the chat, and everybody have a nice day, okay?
When are you getting back on the OTT? Things have been weird lately with you.
What do you mean?
Well, first of all,
Yeah.
you text Jim and said something about you saw him in Michigan or something?
I don't know. It's not how it went, but I don't have time to talk about this right now, Mr. X.
Why not? Jim's not here. You can
I
talk
gotta
to
go
me.
to work. I'm on my lunch break.
You're always working.
I know. Well, you got anybody's number that would make me rich? Then I'd be working.
Yeah, there's a lot of numbers in Beverly Hills and Bel Air. You got to go to where the money is.
Well, I just want to come up here and say hi to you guys, and I thought you guys were great yesterday, for what it's worth.
And let me ask you this before you go. What were you going to say to Leanne? Like, if you were going to say something to her now, what would you say?
Well, that opportunity has passed because they made sure of it. That's how I look at it. You guys be the judge, right? Why would you let me come up and then drop me like that and then have a whole speech afterwards about being loud and everything else? I'm like to myself, really? But it's okay. You guys be the judge. Why was I kicked off like that? I'm sure it'll be explained tonight, right? In some other words, because, they have time to think about it. But it's okay.
I heard here's what I heard, Rainbow Melon, from Jim, that Angel Gotti is rethinking the Dale C and Leanne situation over there. I never sent her the thing where I came up on panel and I didn't discuss Leanne, and then Leanne was shit. I didn't even send it to her, but I said it enough to her that hopefully she went back and looked at it. But she's going to do what she wants. I really don't care. I mean, if I can go over there and cause some havoc and have some fun, I'll do it. But I mean, I really don't give a shit either way.
Yeah, but how much rethinking you need? I mean, I'm past giving a shit. To be honest with you guys, I'm going to say this. I'm not even subbed. So thank you for the drop, Miss Gotti. All right, bye, everybody. I'll talk to you later.
All right, Rainbow Melon. Goodbye, babe. Everybody, that was Rainbow Melon, everybody. She had what she had to say.
She's talking about dropping. She needs to drop a Cash App. She's still here? No, she works hard. Something else must be going on with Rainbow Melon. I don't like how, one thing is if you're going to show people's kids and this and that, and I'm not saying that Jim doesn't do that, but at least own up to it. don't try to skirt, like scratched out her face. Anybody with half a brain, when I'm talking about Rainbow Melon's daughter's face, anybody with half a brain can go on fucking YouTube, or go on Google, put that photo in and see where it's at.
Yeah.
You know, and see what it is.
Leanne's evil too. She is.
It's a bunch of bullshit. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up here, Johnny, and then
Okay, yeah, because I'm about to wrap up too. I'm about to wrap it up too.
But yeah, you're welcome to come up, or anybody's welcome to come up if they want to talk about it. You know, talk about the stuff tonight. We'll get a little bit into that conversation, and then we'll go from there.
All right, Mr. X, thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, peace out. Well, everybody head to Mr. X's XNN News. He comes on in 7 minutes and 53 seconds. Everybody head over there. I'm about to close up shop. Thank you, everybody, for coming out here. And we'll see you, everybody, over there on Mr. X's show right now. Great night, Indiana 59. Thank you, Indiana 59. Eric Murphy, Teresa, Indiana 59, Little Willow. Everybody go to XNN News. Kathy, go to XNN News. Barbara Buffalo, you already know what to do. Katie Company, you know what to do. And everybody, God bless you. Let me play the closing out song so we can get out of here. Hey, baby. He ain't coloring.